Guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 major mistakes YouTubers make when starting their channel or restarting their channel. So stay tuned. And if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Shamecca and I help entrepreneurs monetize their message through YouTube videos and online courses. Have you ever wanted to create a YouTube channel or just get your YouTube channel up and off of the ground, but you just don't know where to start? There's just so many obstacles and there's just so many things to learn, and sometimes YouTube can feel a little bit daunting and overwhelming, but I promise you, in today's video, you're going to see the 5 different mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs make when using YouTube and how to avoid those mistakes and get your YouTube channel up and off the ground. So here are 5 major mistakes I want to go over and share with you to avoid doing when creating or starting your YouTube channel or restarting your YouTube channel. So mistake number 1, niching down too early. Finding your niche, it takes time. It's not just one of those things that's gonna, just fall into your lap and you're gonna feel like, oh, the first thing you do is like the perfect thing. And so I highly suggest for you to take 3 months to film videos that you're interested in filming. And so you could do videos on how to organize your office, how to organize your house, if that's the industry or niche you're kind of leaning towards. You could also teach people tech systems. You could teach people about Canva, graphic designs, anything that comes natural to you that you kind of enjoy doing. I would start there, and that's where the content for the next 3 months of worth of videos is going to come from. It gives you an opportunity to see what people are really interested in and hearing from you about, and also what you really truly enjoy talking about. And so at the end of those 3 months, after you've done 3 months worth of videos, that's ultimately 12 videos, I want you to go back and check your analytics and see what performed best and marry the best performing content with what you really enjoyed talking about. Because believe me, people can tell when you are just kind of phoning it in and you're like, oh, I got to do another video. It's not really what I want to talk about, but that I got to, get a video out. And so you really want to be sure that what you're kind of, getting into is going to definitely be something you're truly interested in. Because let me just tell you, it's going to take a lot of work, time, and energy creating videos and content around the niche that you choose. And so you really want to try to get that dialed in as much as possible. And not get too tunnel vision too early on what your niche is. Definitely just play around with it. Those first 3 months is definitely going to be all about you figuring out you and what works for you and your audience. And that brings us to mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is failing to plan out your monthly content plus scripting your videos for the next 3 months. I know I told you definitely just kind of, figure out what you want to do, what you're really interested in, and what you want to talk about. But ultimately, when you're thinking about 1 month worth of content, that's 4 videos. And so I want you to sit down at the beginning of the month or at the beginning of the time frame of the 30 days that you're going to be cranking out 4 videos. I want you to think about the 4 different videos that you're going to want to talk about and what you're going to go into. One could be, week 1 could be organization. Week 2 could be Canva tutorials. Week 3 could be all about tech systems that get you organized and really automate your business. And then week 4 could be something random. Could be some of your favorite office must-haves. And, kind of go into that and showing people exactly how equipment works, how that they could totally utilize it within their business and the way you use it, because that is very helpful content for people when they're looking at, investing in their business and growing their business and just really knowing what they need when they're starting out early on, and even as they get more advanced, some of the things that you graduated to. So that could be your week 4 video. And then I want you to get to a point to where you script your videos. And so you're going to want to sit down and think of titles that you want to talk about, like a title that you would want to create for week 1 video, a title that you want to create for week 2, a title that you want to create for week 3, and then so on to week 4. But also script out each one of these videos, like at least know your title, your CTA, which is going to be your call to action at the end of your video, because you either want to be leading people to a lead magnet, which is basically going to be your email list, like getting on your email list, and that's going to be where you offer a freebie. And so what that'll look like is something that has a lot of value, and it's time, energy, and effort that you have spent into researching a specific topic or thing that you're including in that freebie, and you're giving it away to them for free in exchange for their email address. And the people that really opt in to get your freebies and get on your email list. Those are your top followers. Those are your warmest leads. Those are the people that are most interested in what you have to say. So you definitely want to be sure that you always have an opportunity for them to opt into some type of freebie, or you could be sending them to another video that you have on your YouTube page. And so at the end of that video, it could be just your call to action to basically, grab your freebie that you have included in the description link below. And so that way they're getting on your email list. The one thing that I have learned about using YouTube to work your business as an entrepreneur, you really got to balance making the YouTube algorithm happy, but also making your business happy, which means making money. And so to do that, a lot of times what people will do is they'll take a sequence of videos, so say like 4 videos, where the first 3 videos is basically just sending them to the next video. So video 1 sends them to video 2, video 2 sends them to video 3, and then video 4 sends them to their opt-in. And so that is a way you can do it, or you could do it vice versa. Instead of having video 4 be your opt-in for your freebie or your course or whatever it is you want to plug there, you can start with video 1 being your CTA to your online course or to a freebie that you're offering to get on your email list, and then you send them to video 2 and then video 3 and then to video 4, and then they've made that whole cycle. And what that does is it keeps the algorithm happy with YouTube, and it sees that, hey, people are really interested in watching her videos, and you're getting the watch time kind of built up, which is really important when you're looking at, in the future monetizing your channel. And so it really helps to feed that, that watch time, but also it helps YouTube to understand what type of content you're providing and getting a better read on what it is that you're talking about in your videos and who to push your content out to. So that is one of the most important things that I can definitely tell you that is critical whenever you are getting started with creating videos, okay? So you want to be sure you think out your title, you think out your call to action. Also think about the thumbnail that you're going to be creating inside of Canva to basically go along with this video that you're going to be posting on YouTube. Also, you want to be sure you have 3 to 5 talking points inside of that video where you're going to be talking about the 3 to 5 things that you're going to be going over in that video, and that those talking points are super crystal clear and people are not just like, what is this about? I don't understand. How does this relate to me? And so that is my tips for 1, getting super organized on the front end and just knowing what you're going to be planning on talking about in your 4 videos for month 1, but also keeping a balance with, for 1, growing your email list, and for 2, keeping the algorithm happy with YouTube. So let's move on to mistake number 3. Okay. So this brings me to mistake number 3, the biggest pet peeve of mine, which I didn't realize it was a pet peeve until I kind of got started and, you're watching videos through Facebook or any other platform, and the person has linked their video inside of that, that post or that reel or that story, whatever it is, and you click on it and it takes you to the web page version of the app, and you always have to sign in if you want to like or if you want to subscribe to that channel, and it really creates a huge friction point for the viewer, because the viewer's like, okay, heck, I can't even remember my password, I don't know what I need to do here, forget it, I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna subscribe, I'll just come back and do it later, and then later never happens. And so you really want to remove that friction point from your audience so that they can totally just get right to liking and subscribing. And so one of the workarounds that I found for that is a program called Link Twin. And Link Twin allows you to bury a deep link, which basically opens them up directly to the video inside of the app. And now I think it actually does pop up a message that says, hey, do you want to open up the YouTube app? And most people will pop yes there. And then it just brings them right into, just like if they were looking at it from, of course, the YouTube app on their phone and they were on YouTube. Because if you don't get that like or that subscribe or that interaction, then it's all for nothing and it's, just pointless. And so I'll show you right here how to actually do the deep link with your regular YouTube video links. And so the first thing you'll need to do to embed a deep link into a story or a reel or something of that nature from Link Twin is, first you'll go to YouTube and you're going to want to grab the video link to the video that you're wanting to share, say like in your story or your reel. And to do that, all you need to do is tap share and then copy link. And so that is going to copy the link to this video. And then you're going to take that link over to LinkedIn. And this right here is LinkedIn. However, the link is linktw.in. And then you just hit go. And that'll bring you to the LinkedIn website page. And then all you do is paste your link from YouTube to where it says put your link from YouTube right there. You're just going to tap inside of that box, double click or tap again, and then hit paste and then create. And then now it's created your LinkedIn deep link. And now you're just going to hit copy text and you're good to go. So now you'll go over to your Facebook page and then you'll come here to your home area. And what you're going to want to do is create a story, which is you're going to go right there and say like, this is the picture or image that we want to put up for our story. You do that, you select that picture, and then you select see more, and then you go to links, and then you tap inside of where it says enter link and then paste. And then once you paste it, then you can also visit the link to make sure that it's going to show up the video. And I highly suggest doing that just so you can make sure that everything's working. So visit link, and it's going to pop up this little message saying leaving Facebook. Just hit open app. And then this brings you right directly inside of the app to the video so that you can like the video and you can subscribe to this page and all the good things. And so now what we can do is go back to our Facebook page, click X, and then you can just hit add, and this will add this to your stories. And then after that, you'll just select share, and then that'll share directly to your stories. And then so that way someone can easily click that link and it's going to take them directly to your YouTube video that you wanted them to see. And so that brings me to mistake number 4. And mistake number 4 is not batching your videos. And so that means you always want to have at least 2 videos in the bank. So that way you have 2 weeks in between time to get out your next video, because you don't want to be stressing on, okay, I've got to get creative and think about how am I going to film this? Where am I going to film, the video? And once you figure out where and how you're going to film the video, then you got to actually film the video. And believe it or not, filming a video does take time, and especially until you get used to being in front of the camera and talking to the camera and all of those different things, that's going to take time to work all of that out. Once you get it filmed, then you have to edit your video, and then you've got to add in B-roll, and you may even have to go back in and do like a voiceover on a certain section. And then you also have to create graphics for that video and the thumbnail, of course, and all of those things. It takes time. And so that 2 weeks gives you breathing room to be able to be creative and to get the video thought out, really well. And then to also film the video and then get all of the SEO back end stuff with YouTube done and what have you. And this is super important for anyone that is just starting their channel, or if you are restarting your channel, or if you're trying to just become more consistently with posting videos. This will help you to be consistent, because what I found is I feel like naturally posting a video about once a month. That's what I've discovered and found about myself. And that was frustrating. I was like, oh my gosh.
I feel like such a failure because everybody else posts one video every week without fail.
And I can't seem to do that. And the reason that I had that issue is because I wasn't batching videos. So if I had have had those 2 videos in the bank, I would have been able to go ahead and work on week 3 video versus really working out of a state of anxiety and desperation to get all of the things done for that week's video to go out. It just brings that anxiety level down whenever it comes to filming and creating videos and content for your channel. And so you just want to keep in mind when you're developing a new skill, just know that it's going to take time, and it's probably going to take longer than you expected. All things do. And with anything that you are learning new, there is going to be a learning curve in all aspects of creating that piece of content, from filming the content to editing the content, from scripting the content to creating B-roll for the content to creating graphics with the content, and then doing all that back end stuff that I was talking about earlier. So just be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace, and also build in those 2 videos so that you have those in the bank and you're not under the gun to basically create your next video and get it out by this Friday. And so that will definitely create burnout faster than anything else. And so we want to avoid burnout and we want to enjoy our business. And so this is one of the ways that will keep balance. Okay, so this brings me to mistake 4, which is not repurposing our content. A lot of times we think, okay, I've got my YouTube video filmed and it's up, and so now I'm good, I'm golden. No, you want to be sure that you're taking parts out of that video to basically repurpose to other platforms. So my main platform for me is YouTube, because I really love YouTube. I love the fact that it works for me when I'm sleeping. People can search this through Google and also YouTube. And so that is a really, really important thing for me when I was thinking about, okay, what's my main platform going to be? It was YouTube, because of just all of the basically all the leads that it brings into me and into my system. And so with that being said, you want to be sure that you are taking maybe say 3 or 4 parts of your video out and creating a reel from that content, that video that you created for YouTube. You could also do this through creating a blog post and then, you know, bring out different excerpts from that video and say, this is where I talked about this in my video that I did just the other day on, you know, XYZ topic, and then, you know, maybe talk about 1 or 2 points there, but not give the whole video away, so that way it drives, you know, traffic to your YouTube channel and to that video. Also, the other thing is you want to create reels. It could be a reel just with, you know, the top 3, like I said, 2 to 3 points that your video was talking about, and then also have the swipe up option to where when they swipe up, it'll take them directly to the video on YouTube. Now be sure to use that deep link hack that I told you from LinkedIn earlier. So that way that it opens up directly to that YouTube video and your YouTube channel and allows them to like and subscribe right from there without having to sign in. And then the next thing you also want to do is create graphics that are shareable around that video or that post that you were doing. Another tip here is try to keep the graphics non-brand specific in colors, because people are more likely to share content and graphics if it's not got someone else's brand colors to it. So black and white is a really good safe way to go whenever you're talking about content. Now if you did want to do say like some colors to it, I would keep them very neutral, very muted, not so over the top like, oh, this is somebody's brand colors. And so what I have found is black and white graphics definitely do get shared a little bit more so than branded graphics, because that person can feel like, hey, I can share this without feeling like it's going to lead to basically this whole other person's brand on my page. And so that wraps up my 5 major deadly mistakes for you starting a YouTube channel or creating videos for your YouTube channel, or like I said earlier, if you are restarting and just trying to become more consistent with your channel. And so until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.